When you combine the prevalence of the mobile handset with the power and the potential of the internet, you have a game changer. And that's exactly why the Mobile Web Africa conference takes place. Now in its 5th year, it's become the continent's leading mobile web conference, and the man behind it all is Matthew Dawes. Matthew, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Of course, Matthew, we've mentioned that it's in its 5th year, and of course people expect bigger and better things every year. What's big this year in 2014?
I don't think because of the venue, we're not bigger this year, but I think we're better.
It's a stunning venue, no, Randall's in Johannesburg.
Well, for example, the venue is better, and it's an amazing part of town, Braamfontein. I love it here. You know, you're surrounded by colleges, but no, in terms of the conference itself, I think what's better is the focus. So it's less generic this year. So we're focusing on, just as the industry is now focusing in on the services and the content and what to look for and where the opportunities to monetize. That's why we're going to be better.
And Matthew, this of course is being held in Southern Africa, but you also have Mobile East and West. What makes them different, or is this just an amalgamation of the regional events?
So the big Kenya obviously is a much smaller market.
But they're known as the Silicon Savannah now.
Exactly, and they've had a lot of funding going in there, both from sort of foundations as well as a lot of the big corporates have gone in there. So Kenya is developing fast, although they have the M-Pesa, which is the PR story of the century in terms of mobile. Great there. You've got Lagos and West Africa. Nigeria has a top 10 mobile markets in the world in terms of number of subscribers. The business attitude of the local people in Lagos is incredible, and that over the last 4 years, that conference has developed, is like mirroring the industry development, and that's stunning. And then you've got South Africa, which has always been the leader. It's always the most emerged market, but that emergence is a lot of it's focused on the top of the pyramid, because that's obviously where the money is. But now, when that top of the pyramid becomes saturated, then people are going to start looking down. So you've got foundations looking at the health services, education.
So more grassroots level.
Yeah, and that's where it's got to be, really. I mean, I think education is just fundamental to all of this. If someone can crack mobile and education, then that's a good thing for everyone.
So let's get back to this conference. What are some of the trends and innovations that you're talking about right here, right now?
Universal access and the cost of access.
Is that attainable on a continent like Africa?
It needs to be. Is it a human right? It's almost is a human right. It's not like in Europe where you can get a leaflet or you can do this. If everything is on a mobile, then yeah, why not do that?
We always jokingly say Maslow's pyramid of needs, as internet and Wi-Fi access being at the bottom. Is that realistic?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. You've got the devices, but you need the connectivity. But then it's also about the user and the consumer. And the thing about making content free, or that engages the user to investigate what's on their phone at no cost to them, and that means that maybe next time they may be willing to spend some money, and that's absolutely crucial. So getting that consumer to open something up on their phone, to download something, to listen to some free music, or to take some health advice, that's absolutely awesome.
Let's talk about the user. Estimated 700 million on the African continent. Out of 1 billion, that's not bad. In terms of trends and looking where we're developing to, could we potentially leapfrog the rest of the world, seeing this growth potential in Africa?
I think M-Pesa already is the global lead, but something like I think each market, whether you're looking at South and Central America or into India, all of those markets will have examples of where they're really taking hold and going. And will something emerge from South Africa or Southern Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa? Definitely. But what will it be? That's the tricky thing. I mean, that's the beauty of mobile and the mobile industry. Who's going to say what's going to actually be the most successful thing next?
Matthew Dawes, thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you.